everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and it is time again for the Margarete Miller Collage Weekly Planner Challenge. If you don't know about this challenge, I will leave Margarete Miller's link to her YouTube channel in the description box below this video, so you can hop on over to her channel, her YouTube channel. It's Margarete Miller. And check out the rules and all that. We're getting towards the end of the year. I don't want to go through the whole spiel again, but I know I'm pretty positive that she has the new prompts out for next year, and that you can purchase them on her Etsy shop, Mellow Miller. And you can choose to purchase her planner, the book itself, or you can purchase a digital download of the planner. So the pages that print out will look like the pages in the actual planner itself, or you can choose to just get her prompts for the weekly planner, and that's what I have. So I am using just a mixed media notebook that is 9 by 12 inches, and the pages come out and go back in, and I got this at Walmart, so it's not anything that's hard to find. I like the mixed media paper. It's a little bit thicker, and then I like the larger size. The actual planners are a bit smaller, so I just prefer this size, but you do what you like. So yeah, I will leave a link to her YouTube channel in the description box below this video. All right, so I have a whole nother book, a whole nother one of these that I filled up because it says 60 sheets, so there should be enough in one. If you purchase one, you should have enough for the whole year, but I had used some of the sheets for something else, so I ran out in the other one that I was using, so we're on to this one. And I have a video for each one of these collages, and also all the collages last year, so there's plenty of video on collage if you would like to go back and watch any of those. This was last week, week 49, and we are on week 50. I have my page out and ready to go, so we're just going to put that there. And the first thing I'm going to do is tell you what the prompts are, but then we're going to paint a little so this can get dry. All right, so I need something silver. I have some silver watercolor, and this is, oh my gosh, I always forget those fall out. I'm so sorry, that probably broke your eardrum. This is from Paper Studio Hobby Lobby. So they're not expensive or anything. They're just basic. And then the next thing, also silver, I painted the numbers, or the number 50, it's just my black letters or numbers, and I painted it silver using my Winsor & Newton silver ink. And then it says something from mythology or legend. I have the man, the myth, the legend, Santa Claus, of course, and this is obviously a very like probably late 1800s version, and I'm assuming German or somewhere old world because of the style of the Santa Claus. And then this is Krampus, sorry, which is also a myth, legend, that type of thing in Germany. So I'm assuming that they're both German. But anyway, Krampus comes and collects the naughty children, and of course Santa would bring a gift to the good children. There's more about the Krampus legend that you can look into. I can't remember at the time. I did look into it at one point, but I just don't remember exactly how it goes. It's just, if you're naughty, you deal with Krampus. If you're good, you deal with Santa. So I thought that was kind of a good thing for this time of the year. An image made of wood or wood grain. I have a toboggan. And then a clothing tag. I just have this clothing tag. Graph paper. I have blue graph paper. I figured that's perfect. And something upside down. I have chosen to use this sheet music, and it's called the Snowflakes. And so I'm going to put it on upside down. All right, I have some of my snowflakes too that I'll probably use just because it goes well. I know I've used those in quite a few things lately, but it seems that they go well, so that's just the way it is. All right, so we're going to take some of this silver. So we've got lots of silver in there. So how you all doing? I hope you're having a fabulous day. I am having a icky, snowy day. And I say icky because snow is not really my fave. But I'm sure for the people that ski board or snowboard and ski. It's making their life fabulous. So I'm very happy that they're happy. I don't like the cold. So that's that. And I'm just gonna kind of, this isn't coming across as very silvery for some reason. It's probably because there's some copper in there. But yeah, it's, I'm gonna, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna have to go shovel. So that's what makes me cranky. I don't mind, like, we've been waking up a lot of mornings with snow, and then it just melts off. And it's like, okay, well, that's fine. But yeah, when I have to start shoveling, that's when I start getting cranky about it. I don't like to be cold, and so why do I want to shovel? This is not coming out as a color that I like at all. So, you know what? Since I have extra pages, I'm just going to do another page. Because that's not what I wanted. I'm amazed because that gold is fabulous, and so are the other colors. I just haven't really used the silver a whole lot, so I didn't realize that it was not that great. Or maybe it's because I got copper in it. There's also that. So I apologize for having to stop and redo this, but that was not what I was thinking. And then I'm gonna need some plain Mylar, which is just a plastic. Sorry, I was not prepared for this. Because I thought that paint would work, but it didn't. Guess I don't have any. They're all just stencils, so I'll just put some silver over here, I guess. I need a brush that's going to fit in there, so I'm going to use this fat one. It's going to give me a different look, but this definitely is silver, so that's kind of what I wanted, more of that fade away sort of thing. Oh, I don't think I wanted to do it this direction. I wanted it this direction. I'm doing great today, guys. Aren't you glad you turned on your whatever you're watching on? I'm not really sure which direction I want to go, but I'm just going to kind of, just want some silver back there. A lot of it will get covered, I know. Okay. So that won't take long to dry, but I'm going to pause a moment just to make sure it's dry. Okay, I am back, so it's mostly dry. Oh, there's a few little spots up there, but I think we're good. Okay. So did I ask how you guys are doing? I'm sorry, my brain is a complete scatter today. I feel I'm getting to that point where I just am in overload mode. Too many things to think about and not enough hours in a day. So anyhow, that's pretty normal for me. That's kind of the way I roll, but it gets a little worse this time of the year. I feel like I'm losing my mojo because I just or I'm not feeling the mojo because just too much stuff to do. I don't know if you guys have that problem, but that is a struggle for me. Hopefully you don't have that problem. You're a very, very lucky person if you don't. Okay. Yeah, I thought this was kind of cool, the snowflakes. I mean, I would much prefer to put it right side up, but we're going with it. That's the way my brain works, you see. I don't know if I want it going up and down. side to side. I guess that'll work. Go in that direction. Okay, let's get our toboggan done. Tobogganing. Now that's an adventure where I grew up. Grew up on the side of a mountain. The whole town's on the side of a mountain. So, yeah, we used to toboggan and sled down those hills. That was kind of crazy because you could just keep going and going and going and going and going. So, yeah. But the walk back up, of course, was not nearly as fun as the ride down. I'm sure you can imagine. It's always the way, though. Even when you go to like ski areas or whatever and do those, I was going to do that more, but I don't know. Inner tubes and things, but a lot of those have those like almost like lifts back up again. I cut Krampus's tail off the first time. That was real good to me. This is like some kind of weird wood background too. This is a very odd picture. I have to say, sorry if you're creeped out, because Krampus is a little scary. I'm gonna tell you, I think if I was a kid, I'd have nightmares about Krampus. Never heard of him till I was an adult, thankfully, but I mean, we did the whole Santa thing, but not Krampus. I need a glue stick. Hold on just a second. I'm just forgetting everything today. Forget my head if it wasn't attached. Alrighty. So let's put this on here. This was another kind of crazy grouping of items. It took me a bit to figure out what I wanted to do. I found some great newer artwork, Krampus style, but not quite as maybe scary looking. Like, I really think a lot of the older stuff, he looks like a devil, and that is just weird. But some of the newer things I found like on Etsy, and then you can find them online too. But anyhow, there's some neat stuff out there. I mean, there's some definite way scarier stuff too, but some of it's kind of cool. I thought about buying a piece off of Etsy because it would be fun, but they wanted $12 for one page digital download. And I know it's a piece of artwork, so like I get it because I make art as well. I understand all that, but I cannot find my card. But that just seemed kind of like a lot for one page of a digital download, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I mean, I'm sure it does. Everything takes hours to make. I don't know. It seems like everything we do takes hours. But anyway. And then I just found that old photo and I was like, oh my gosh, that's too goofy with those two. And it's not quite as scary as some of the other ones. I didn't want it to look like a Halloween page type thing. I know originally I have heard that the whole ghost story thing started... Oh, you know what? I don't have one of my lights on. I'm like, why is it so dark? I apologize for that. One of the things that they used to do at Christmas time is tell ghost stories around... like a fire or whatever. That was a Christmas thing to do, not necessarily a Halloween thing to do. I mean, in some places it might have been a Halloween thing, but I also heard during Victorian times they told ghost stories at Christmas, which I thought was really interesting, because doesn't seem like the time to tell ghost stories to me, but, it's a different time. So... Like, I always feel like the Christmas season is more the time of light, in my opinion, like bringing in the light. But I mean, I get it because in the winter it's dark and dreary and all that kind of thing. I mean, obviously the perfect time to tell ghost stories, but I just kind of see it more as a time of light. I think I'll do something like that. Like that, maybe? I don't know. It's just weird. This is a weird one for me. I do like these pieces together. I feel like they came together good, but yeah, Krampus is terrifying. You should look it up if you've never heard of it. It starts with a K. Krampus. I think I'm saying it right. If I'm not, please someone correct me or whatever. Also, if you know stuff in the comments, you can go ahead and tell me what you know. I know it's you know, sort of the opposite of Santa kind of thing, but I don't know a lot. This picture kind of cracks me up too because I can tell that the Santa Claus person, it's hard to tell on the Krampus, but let me hold it up maybe. Let me get this light so you guys might be able to see it. But the Santa Claus, the person that's dressed up as Santa Claus, looks pretty young to me. I don't know, I just think it's a funny picture. It might even be a girl, I can't really tell. I kind of feel like the Krampus is a girl too, just the stance and stuff. Like, you know, they're models for photo shoots, that kind of thing. Oh, I was going to put this under. Well, I guess it's not going under now. It's okay, it's kind of thick, so it probably wouldn't have gone under great anyway. I think I might put a little silver on that. I might shake this a little. That will work. Put some glue on the back of that. Extra small, must have been my daughter. It's a junior size. That one's been hanging around for a while, I think. I had all great ambitions. I would save all kinds of stuff like that and think, oh, I'm going to make all kinds of, and then I never, because I forget that I have it because it's just the endless piles of junk, basically. Okay, I want a snowflake, maybe like right there. They get a little dust on them from being cut out with the laser. The numbers and the snowflakes are in my Etsy shop, if you're interested. I just feel like these snowflakes are a good way to finish off a lot of these, especially if they're wintry, because like up here I need something, so it works good to use these for some of this. Started to get some presents wrapped, so I'm feeling a little bit accomplished, but I still have things I need to get. How are you guys doing with the whole Christmas thing? I feel like I'm just, like, time is just racing, and I cannot... I feel like one of those hamsters on one of those wheels that just runs and runs and doesn't get anywhere. I know part of it's my own problem because I procrastinate, you know, because I don't want to go out shopping and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not as if, oh, poor me. Like, I do it to myself. But it doesn't change the fact that I feel overwhelmed at the moment. But that's my normal state for this time of the year, honestly. I think even if I had everything done, I would be feeling that a little bit because that's just sort of what I do. Okay, let's put a couple more of these maybe. Sorry, I know it's probably real fun watching me glue the back of these. They are a little tricky. So my hubby and I are almost finished with the show Longmire. It's a very good show. I found out from one of my lovely subscribers that the gentleman that plays Longmire is from Australia, and I was like, wow, that is amazing, because man almighty, does he seem like he's from like Montana or somewhere. He fits that character just like to a T. I mean, I know probably sort of similar like way of doing things and whatnot, but yeah. And I've always kind of liked Lou Diamond Phillips. I loved oh, what was that movie he was in? Oh my gosh, The Regulators. You know what I'm talking about. Why can I not think of what it's called? Anyhow, loved that movie. Saw it in the theater when I was a young girl. I keep wanting to say Tombstone. It's not Tombstone. I just cannot think of the name of it. So, Billy the Kid, right? That's what it's about, anyway. I can't remember. Is that what it's called? Wow, it's amazing how you can't remember those things when they were such a big deal at the time. But anyway, I'm sure you all know if you've seen it. If you're old enough. Okay, now where do I want this fifth one? Maybe right here, next to Krampus, or out here? Maybe out here. And then we'll put some splatters. I always say it wrong. Okay. So we have something silver. Oh, we forgot our something silver, this part. So let's put that on. See, that's why I go through those, because I'm a ding-a-ling like that. Forget stuff. Oh, stick down, you little stinker. It's being difficult. And wherever I've touched it with the glue, it looks like, what do you call that stuff? Mercury glass? Can I remember anything today? I don't think so. All I have to do is turn on the camera and my brain turns to mush. Mercury glass. Okay, something silver, 50, and you know, the paint, whatever. Something from mythology or legend. I have legends of Santa and Krampus. An image of something made from wood or wood grain. Clothing tag. Graph paper back here, and something upside down is my snowflake song. So let's do some splatters on there. I'm going to use a smaller brush, I think, because I get carried away when I use a bigger brush. I get carried away anyway, but let's put some paper over their crazy faces. Well, Santa's isn't bad. That Krampus thing is weird looking. Okay. I mean, I'm sure it gets the kids behaving just like nobody's business, I gotta say. But slightly terrifying. I might have to use another color too of the splatters, just to make it stand out a little bit. So maybe we'll get the white out as well. Sorry, I hit that glass at least once every time. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the white open. Okay, we're not going to use this white. We're going to use our white paint. I'm going to have to soak that. It's like seriously on there. This is just watered down acrylic. Works fabulous. It's probably better anyway, because then I won't get the silver in that white ink. I don't mind if I get a little in this paint. That's not a big deal. Oopsie. I don't really want to get it on my shirt though. Everybody went out and mowed and shoveled and all that, and now I gotta go do that. It's nice quiet out there now though, so that's good. Alright, let's get this off of here. Oh, I hope these don't turn pink. I always forget about that. Alright, well there it is. I love those too. They're so silly. Alright, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.